responsibility.
Finishing this fight.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome into the Lore Council. This is, well, who else would it be on Friday? It is Cade and Keith.
Oh, right you are.
Alright, so, last episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So yeah, do you have some stuff you want to get in now, or do you want to get it in when we get to it?
Yeah, I guess, it was pretty disappointing for me, just overall, and yeah, for reasons I will explain later.
All right, cool. Overall, spoiler free. I thought it was pretty good, and I think it capped off the series pretty
Capped
well.
off?
Capped. Ha! I definitely meant to make that pun, but no. Hopping right in, we start off with Flag Smashers and everything in New York, setting up their plan and everything. Well, carrying out their plan.
More like right smack dab in the middle of their plan, and
Yeah.
giving no context to the audience for what has happened between I was just watching, and just the whole just opening action thing just made no sense to me. I don't know if there's something wrong with me, but I was just completely lost also. But I kind of knew what was happening, but I kind of did. But so in the last episode, Carly Morgenthau did a thing on her phone, and a bunch of people in the park showed up, and then a thing happens in the Global Repatriation Council or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Their room, flashing light or the red light or whatever, and something happens, and then in this finale they're still in that situation, but now also there's a bunch of cops and SWAT outside the building, and the people are still the senators or whatever, they're still in the building, but they're just kind of what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
and,
but then they get gassed out of there.
Right, but what I'm saying is, they weren't even kind of really being held hostage yet, or they hadn't even it wasn't even official yet, but there was there's police and stuff, and
they were just in general, I think, just responding to the alarms and stuff that were going off. I don't think they were...
it's just kind of the way everything was just kind of they're not really saying anything or explaining anything. They're kind of just they're not really. I guess they are leaving it up to the imagination with a lot of these plot details and stuff. You kind of have to make it up in your head, or just pretend it makes. At least to me, because I was just, what's going on? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? Okay, so then that happens. I'll just go through because this line of logic of mine continues into the rest of the episode, where so then the people, so then the gas thing happens.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're trying to force them out of there so they can take them hostage or something, whatever. Kind of weird. And so then a thing happens where all the senators are getting evacuated into trucks and stuff, right? And they're being evacuated from the building.
Yep.
But then 5 minutes later, Carly and her goons are waiting on a street corner, ready for the trucks and stuff, And so they suddenly went from being in the building to being where the trucks would be, and they knew that was going to happen. So why would you take the building hostage if you were just planning on?
Well, they weren't
kidnapping the trucks, or
they weren't planning on taking the building hostage. They just needed to stop the vote that they were going to do.
No, but they wanted Carly's goal in this episode seemed hostage.
Yes, to get hostages.
Use hostages for whatever. And
yeah.
So none of it clicked. None of it clicked for me. None of it was working. It just didn't work at all for me. I'm sorry. Please take us back to the proper place in the episode.
Yeah, but no, we get that stuff, just some parts of the evacuation, and obviously, Sharon...
I'm trying to tone down my salt a little bit also. Let me just reel it in a bit.
Take a deep breath and count to 100. But no, so...
Hold the breath and count to 100, or...
Well, it's supposed to be hold your breath and count to 10.
No. Yeah.
No.
If you hold it to 100, bad things might happen.
Yeah, but then you won't be salty. You'll be unconscious. It'll give you something else to be salty about, to get your mind off it. But no, we do move forward, and we get the obviously our heroes and everything are like converging on the building, and they start doing work, and then we get the debut of Sam's new Cap costume, which I thought was pretty awesome. I really liked it.
All right. Upon the first, like him jumping through the thing and stuff, and I saw him in the outfit, I laughed out loud, just because I thought the white was a little goofy, and like the way it looked and everything. But
yeah, that was like the
it grew
overall
on me throughout the episode.
Yeah, the overall design of it I really like. I just think it would look a little bit better if the blue and the white were like swapped positions on the suit. But that's just me.
Maybe.
And also,
like I said, by the end of the episode, I liked the suit, but at first it's a little different. But
yeah,
with the wings, it looks like godly. It looks awesome.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Like
it's fucking badass.
Yeah, and he quickly puts it to use. He fights Frenchie, Batroc, and they have a little fight. And I completely forgot that Batroc was a thing, because who the hell remembers Batroc?
I do, because I just rewatched Winter Soldier the other day. So.
Oh, nice. Even though he was in the end of the episode last week, I did not remember, and I'm like, oh, he's like fighting this random super soldier, and it's like, oh no, it's the French guy.
Yeah, and I don't even think he's like juiced up in that part. Like,
no, I
didn't do anything to him, but he could fight Cap, like he could fight Captain America like just himself. So he's pretty.
Yeah,
I guess pretty up there.
Yeah, he's just like he's just at like peak human physical conditioning, fighting another person who's like at peak human physical conditioning. So
yeah, more or less.
Ends up pretty balanced. But yeah, so from there,
throughout that fight though, I was just like, hey, Captain Falcon, why don't you just whip out your fucking dual Mac 10s and just obliterate this guy?
Yeah,
he left him in his other costume. Damn it.
Well, he's Captain America now. He can't use
guns.
He can't use a gun, even though Captain America
use dual Mac 10s. Brr.
Even though Captain America used guns in the first Avenger. But we don't need to talk about that. Not fit for the 21st century. But no, they have a neat little fight. I just it was one of those things where it's like I was kind of just like talking to my TV. I'm just like, just bonk him with the shield. Just bonk him with the shield. Like just hit him in the head.
He does bonk him a few times.
Yeah, but like like.
I thought there was a cool part where he like kicked a chair into the shield to like deflect its path. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. Although I don't know why the chair wasn't like obliterated.
Yeah, the shield definitely should have like kind of like almost like the chair would have like spun once it hit the shield. I think if like the physics was a little bit more.
Yeah,
right?
But I don't know.
It's kind of like has this like vibrating bounciness to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a physicist. I hate math. I hate science. It's not my area of expertise. But we kind of skedaddle along, and we get a scene that I felt was just really dumb, where a Flag Smasher hands Bucky a phone and is like, "Oh, Carly wants to talk to you," and then she just proceeds to like bugger off.
Oh, that was a Flag Smasher? I just thought that was like.
I assumed it was.
Random chick. This is why I say I just didn't have any idea what was going on, because like Bucky's just like randomly wandering around the building and stuff. So like he's inside, but like the cops are outside with the SWAT and everything, and like I just would have like, I don't know, just something like Bucky and Cap show up on what do we got, something, right? Is that too much to ask for? Just some establishment?
Well, I think it's because they already know what they need to do.
Anybody know Bucky's in there?
Well, I don't think they need to know. I think it's just the three main characters need to know. So
yeah, I guess I'm just kind of wondering, like, I just wonder about these things, like who's running the show, on the good guy's side at least.
Yeah.
We know who's running the show on the back. Well, we're gonna find out at the end of the episode.
Yeah, exactly. But no, we go on, and then we kind of get Bucky goes on like a chase and everything, and then they all end up in like the same position where like the hostages are, and they
Bucky gets to ride a motorbike.
Yeah, it was pretty neat looking. He's got his biker jacket, so it makes sense that he's gonna have a motorbike. But no, we get a cool little fight scene. I really like the Bucky fighting stuff, but then who do we have show up? whoa, John Walker with his Etsy shield. And somehow he still has his Captain America suit? I'm assuming...
I guess they didn't take it away from him?
See,
It didn't look like he made it himself.
Yeah, see, I think that's what he got from, like, Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine last episode when they were talking. Yeah, or something. Or maybe he just has, like, a bunch. Maybe he has, like, a Monday through Friday Captain America suit. And he just never had to turn it back in. Because, I mean, I guess in general, it's not, like, a sophisticated suit.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
It's basically a costume.
Yeah, it's just like a leather suit, more or less, or spandex, or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, Captain America doesn't need Kevlar or pockets.
Yeah, but yeah, he shows up, and I honestly, like, it was just me. I was really tired when I watched it this morning. I forgot he had the super soldier serum, so I was like, how is he not dead? And then I'm like, oh, duh, he has the fucking super soldier serum. But no, they have a really cool fight scene. I like a lot of the stuff. He comes in. And
yeah, I didn't realize that he had put his metal like on the inside of his shield. I thought it was on the outside.
Well, he had 3, so he had 3 Medal of Honors. So I guess 1 went on the outside, 1 on the inside, and 1 went somewhere else. I don't know, but
yeah, because the outside just looked like the regular Captain America shield.
Yeah, but like crappier.
Yes, very much.
Yeah, and it did not hold up well. And I think just like a couple hits and it's like dented and stuff, and then he's like down on the ground getting like beaten up and everything, and then...
Yeah, I think it was before the scene where like Carly was like talking to her goons and like trying to hype them up or something, or saying, no, it doesn't matter if we all die or something like that. Right?
Yeah.
And then, nothing else. Yeah, and then, so get a pretty decent fight sequence with Bucky, John Walker, and then Cap shows up. I forgot how he showed up though. Like, what did he do? He flew in or something.
Yeah,
he saved somebody at the last second, or
I think he flies in and saves. Yeah, he flies in because the truck with the hostages is about to like fall off into a construction zone.
Oh,
and then we get the cool scene because John Walker, he went to like save it, but then
here's more me getting mad at the show, because like John Walker is just trying to stop this truck full of hostages from falling to their death, and like he's the only one doing anything about it, and then the freaking flag smashers come behind him and start kicking him and shit. Like, what? I thought you wanted hostages.
No, because like she says that when she's like hyping the people up. She's like, either way, if we have hostages or kill them, our message gets across. So she's completely
why
given.
Not just kill them why not just kill them in the first place?
Because that was Plan A. Now they're on to Plan B.
Yeah, I guess. I figured out why they have them wear the masks, or at least they have them wear them at this point in the show, since pretty much everyone knows who they are, to make it easier for the the stunt doubles to just be able to switch in and stuff. So or if they do like a CGI person, there you go.
Sure, that makes sense. So John Walker, like the truck with the stuff, this truck with the hostages in it. One of them is about to fall into like a construction area, and obviously everyone in the back would like die from like the impact. So John Walker like has like a tiny little shred of redemption moment where he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna
saving the truck by himself and stuff."
Yeah, and it was a really cool scene. Like he goes in, and I was like, "Oh my god, I was right," and I proved myself. And then I said I was gonna be wrong. He's gonna redeem himself, and then he gives up on his like angry time, and he goes.
Glad he didn't become the main villain. That would have been cool.
Well, I don't think I'll talk about it more towards the end. But no, he tries to save him, but then the Flag Smashers come, and then like the all is lost moment happens. But then Captain America flies in, and I really like that scene because like it stops, and like because Sam doesn't have the super soldier serum, he is relying on like his wingsuit and then his drone to like help him, which I really like. Like it just. I don't know. It was really cool that like he's able to save them, and then everyone's like, "Whoa, nice job, Captain America!" And
that was cool. Did we like completely skip that helicopter sequence?
Oh yeah, the helicopter, that was really cool as well. See a thing I was gonna say about this episode is it's
nighttime.
Well, not nighttime. No, it's that I really like in superhero movies when superheroes save people. Like, you get, like, cool, like, comic book stuff where, like, they're actually, like, saving people. Because, like, in the MCU, a lot of times, like, you know, it ends up, like, especially in, like, the Avengers movies, it just ends up being, like, you know, they'll have the big fight, which, like, saves everyone on, like, a large scale. But it's nice to see them, like, saving people on, like, this smaller scale. Like, Sam, like, has a cool helicopter chase where he identifies one of the people inside as, like, a helicopter pilot or has, like, helicopter piloting experience.
Here's the thing, though. If they took these people hostage, wouldn't they have searched them for phones?
I don't think it's that she had a phone. I think it's she had a
phone.
Was it?
She had a cell phone.
I thought it was like an earpiece.
She had earbuds, too.
I don't know.
You need a cell phone to go with an earpiece.
Well, I thought. Well,
but she was just like in the back, like, you know, on her phone and shit.
Yeah, it was a. Well, I think it was kind of. They didn't really like check anyone because they were kind of just like going along with more of a hijacking rather than like, you know, strip searching everyone.
Yeah, but I mean,
first rule of taking
hostages, or.
But who are they going to call when they
robbing a bank or whatever?
If they already knew that they were hostages, like the police weren't like oblivious to it, so I guess. What's their phone gonna do?
I guess it just seems kind of negligent on the part of the flag. Like, just makes them seem stupider, which they are, pretty much, because they basically completely failed.
Yeah, but
we'll get to that.
But no, I really liked the helicopter chase. It was really cool.
I'm disappointed that basically the big action finale only takes up like half the episode, then the rest's kind of just wrapping things up.
That didn't really bother me much. I liked it, like the first half, like action, second half, like tying the series together.
Yeah. Oh wait, I did laugh the part where the old black dude was like, "That's Black Falcon, man," and then the other guy was like, "No, that's Captain America." But I liked that they brought back the Black Falcon thing, like a.
Yeah, because that was from the second episode, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, because there's like a.
It was fun. It was funny that first time in this episode, but then they say it again at the end. And I'm like, I don't care anymore. But that was funny because I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, like a nice little touch, like you know, he's kind of like I had mentioned earlier, like he's getting like acknowledged like by the people as Captain America. Because in reality, that's really what matters. It doesn't matter like, oh, the government doesn't have him sanctioned as Captain America, but you know,
right?
So it's just cool that it's
possession is 9/10 of the law.
Yeah,
right. He's got the shield.
He's got the shield. He's got the dope suit. That's like 90% of Captain America right there. So.
Oh, and I guess they kind of did. They kind of did rush through the Captain America thing. Like basically the first time Falcon shows up in the episode, he breaks through. It's cool. I laughed a little bit at the weird suit. Then. Somebody said something or whatever, and then I just felt he said, "I'm Captain America." He just kind of says it like offhandedly, like not really. It was a little underwhelming. Just him finally becoming like we didn't even see him like make his new suit or whatever. Like where the hell did that come from? All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure if like I missed it or something. So.
It's just like, I don't know, you'd think they could show these things since it's a series, since they got, only 6 episodes, but I feel like there would have been plenty of time to just show all this stuff. You kind of rushing through things a little bit when it's I don't know.
Yeah, and that's definitely something I think I'll probably touch on later in the review.
You could almost say it's like, it's kind of like turning each episode itself into a mini movie, just the way the plotting and the pacing works out.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about mini movie, but yeah, the pacing definitely could have needed some work, and I think, like I said, we'll mosey on with the.
We need the epic climactic showdown.
Yeah, well, I really liked because eventually, like, they get Carly. Well, no. How does it go? Carly, Sharon Carter, and Batroc Frenchie Baguette Man run into each other, and they have
run into each other. more like Carly just runs into a random spot and then like Sharon pops out of nowhere.
Yeah, well,
By
she's
the way, when she was pointing the gun like right like that at that moment, like it. A few seconds later, I was like, "Wait a minute! Oh my God, she's gonna be the power broker." I called it like 5 seconds before it was revealed.
Yeah, like, and obviously that's our big reveal that Sharon Carter, was the power broker. Oh my God.
Yeah, pretty lame reveal.
I didn't care about the power broker, so I didn't care when she was revealed as the power broker. Like, it was like, I didn't care who it was. Like, I didn't even think there was like a mystery about who it was. I thought it was just going to be like a completely anonymous person and we would never find out who it was.
Like a random name drop?
Yeah, just like a random name drop. And like that would be it. And then like maybe it would come up again like later in a movie or something. I don't know. Well, it probably...
I definitely wasn't expecting anything, but just, the fact that it's like it's a twist thing.
I don't know.
It doesn't work for me. She's like the villain who just wasn't there the whole season. It's like, now I'm here to collect all the credit or whatever.
Well, I think it's to kind of like move on and like set up plot points for later Phase 4 stuff.
Yeah.
But no, so they have a little like kind of like a Mexican standoff down there, and Batrock's like, "Oh,
yeah, pretty much exactly that. Yeah.
Power broker, you're gonna pay me extra, or I'm gonna kill Carly." And then Carly's like, "I'll just fucking kill both of you. I don't care." And then she ends up like making good on that, and she shoots Batroc and Sharon, and then Cap comes in. Yeah, she shot them both because Batroc's like.
She shot Sharon, and then Sharon shot like Batroc or whatever.
Is that what it was? It could have been that.
Maybe.
I don't know. I just assumed that Carly shot them both.
Maybe.
Was my thing. I guess it doesn't matter who shot who. It's not like it's Mr. Burns or anything. So, no. But then Cap shows up, and I really liked like this like kind of like little, I guess, like action sequence fight scene, whatever you want to call it, where Cap, he's only fighting defensively. And I really like that, because he obviously wants to just reason with Carly, as opposed to like, John Walker bash her head in.
Yeah.
And it's kind of building off...
I wasn't feeling that, because one, I just didn't care about her character, and two, I just thought, her character, it's pretty decidedly, evil.
Yeah, it's just I don't know.
Falcon should be Falcon. I mean, yeah, he's the understanding guy who works with vets with PTSD and stuff, but he's a soldier and he knows war, and she's however young she is, she's committed herself to war basically. She's that she's inflicted upon people and killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, but it's kind of just one of those things where that doesn't mean he's gonna has to bash her head in.
I mean, it kind of does.
Nah, jails exist for a reason.
No, that's why you bash your head and then take her to jail.
I mean, I guess, but then he's kind of just, I don't know.
He's trying to reason with her, and there's no stakes because it's just them in it's just them in a basement somewhere. He's just trying to get her to turn herself in, basically. For some moral reason. There's not really any stakes. It's not like she's got her finger on a button that's tied to all the senators or whatever, I'm about to push the button and it'll send a message to everyone out. No, that's not what's happening. It's just them fighting.
Yeah, but he wants her to peacefully, well, not peacefully come in, just accept her wrongdoings and everything.
Yeah, I understand that, and again, it does make sense with Falcon's character up to this point. Just was not feeling the vibe. They did. I recognize the reference where Carly says "stay down" and Falcon said something.
Yeah.
Says, not a chance or something like that.
Yeah. But that's
rang hollow.
Yeah, it's I liked it. But it's quickly a moot point because Sharon Carter just, she goes Frank Reynolds and just blasts her.
Unalives her.
Unalived.
Oh yeah, but right before, wasn't she about to shoot Falcon in the face or something?
Well,
she had a gun on him. She's has her finger on the trigger. She's right about to shoot him.
They were having that moment of will she, won't they? But then she gets
She's pointing a gun at his head.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're gonna It's not like she's Han Solo. She's gonna shoot him.
Put her finger on the trigger.
Yeah, but there's there's been
definitely in that moment she deserved to get shot.
No, there's been tons of instances where in TV shows and movies people like have a gun to someone's head and then they have that like moment of like hesitation of like will I, won't I, and then like they put the gun down. Like
yes, I always let people point guns at me until they decide whether they want to or not.
Well, it's a movie. You can have those moments.
Neat. I mean, I was really happy that she got shot and then subsequently died, but
I mean, yeah, I was glad to just, have her just out of the story, just like regardless whether she gets put in the raft in the cell next to Zemo or
didn't have much interesting to say either.
No,
like, what did she say? Something about something.
She's basically just talking to Falcon about to Cap about how like he's bought into everything. And
she just said, "I'm sorry." That's it, right?
Yeah, and
Carly. I was like, now you're sorry? You're about to shoot him. Now you get shot. Oh, you're instantly sorry. Well, everybody's sorry when they get shot.
Yeah, well, because that probably, rings through that she wasn't going to follow through shooting him.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because she be dead. Super soldier serum does not equal bulletproof.
No, it does not. Yeah, their weakness is bullets.
Yeah. Somebody should
have told the cops that before they were just like letting the freaking hostage takers just do whatever they want up on the top floor. Like, just go in and shoot all of them.
Yeah, but I suppose they're like superhuman reflexes, speed, etc.
Yeah, they dodge out of the way of the bullets and smack the cops around.
Yeah, so but no, so then we get a scene. Cap carries out Carly's body, and then he has a
PSA moment?
It's like his first like PSA like his Captain America. And I really liked it where he's like, if you just go through and you like you basically forcibly relocate these people, like, it's not gonna solve anything. Like, and
I mean, some of it seemed a little bit just unfocused. Like one of the first things he says is, like, because they're calling Carly a terrorist, which I think is a pretty apt description of her. She was trying to get her way by, killing people. That's pretty, it's pretty terrific. No, not terrific. Terrorific. I'm so sorry for saying that. What was I going to say? Oh, he says, okay, words like, terrorist, refugee, thug. It's like those are all very different words. Right? With very different connotations to them, right? You got terrorist, which is really bad, refugee, not so bad, and thug, just kind of in the middle.
Yeah, but I think it's just the more matter-of-fact thing that, like, these people in charge are just, like, using their power to label, people, as opposed to actually listening to them, because he has the really good point of, like, when you're passing these laws and doing these votes and everything, who's in there with you? More people like you, rather than people it's actually going to affect.
Yeah,
and so it's
that stuff does, that's just like, that's kind of just basic, stuff that should resonate with the common man.
Yeah, because it's very true. Like, none of these people that like were inhabiting like these homes and stuff and everything when people got snapped off, like they didn't get a say in like anything, and then they're being told that they have to like forcibly relocate. So I did like the comparison to Thanos. Yeah. Basically comparing them to bringing up this ultimate evil that everybody's experienced. And like, now that we have this shared, trauma and stuff, you want to just go back to doing things the way they were before and just like, screw over all these people and right? Basically, yeah. I liked all that stuff. Yeah,
I probably liked about 75% of the PSA, I would say. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I liked the whole thing, but no, I really liked it, and he basically gets...
I think it went on for a little too long, though. just a little too long. Like
No, I thought it was good. It's like the big last speech, and he has to, you have to get the whole points of, like, everything in there, how, he just got everything in there. It's like... He does get
some good stuff in there.
Yeah, so I really liked it, and he convinces them to, like, not vote on this thing that's going to forcibly, like, relocate people and make everything worse, and like actually try and get them to.
You could say he like appealed to their humanity, but You basically guilt tripped them and shamed them in front of the televised world.
Well, yeah.
That's probably why they did it.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're that. So I mean, it's kind of
No,
like.
I'm not decrying it or.
Yeah, no. It's kind of like, they suffer their consequences in front of people on their phones, kind of like John Walker does. Where he did, so they didn't get to do their thing, which was the easy choice for them. So, once again, cell phones are the downfall of all evil. But no. So then from there, yeah, we basically
they were the root of all evil.
No. Cell phones are not the root of all evil. Well, maybe to like my grandparents, but.
You kids with your dang cell phones and your AirPods.
Yeah, and then so from here, we basically just get the most.
The episode is basically done with, and then it kind of just meanders.
Mostly happy endings. We get I don't remember the exact order that everything happened, but from here
John
we go
Walker gets his like new outfit.
John Walker becomes U.S. Agent, which is his like original like code name from the comics, and I think his suit is pretty neat looking. I think, as far as I remember, it's pretty accurate to the comics as well. No,
it was black at first, but no, whatever.
Yeah, but we get that. We get I really liked the scenes where Isaiah Bradley gets like his closure and his story kind of comes to a close. I really liked that. It was like a good like feel good moment.
Yeah, I like that. Nice, a nice little kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like a respect for
Recognition.
Recognition for like black veterans, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, because obviously like he had like he got a mega raw deal where he got put in jail for 30 years and experimented on. So
yeah, not just jail, which already sucks, but jail plus being a lab experiment.
Yeah, because obviously it's like, how come this serum worked on Isaiah Bradley but not anyone else? Let's poke and prod him for 30 years and find out. And then the best he gets is a side exhibit at the frickin' museum. Which, I mean, I guess, it's obviously good that he got recognized, but, you couldn't, like...
I mean, shit, he got a whole freaking exhibit at a museum. I mean, what more do you want?
I don't know.
Candy stand?
Maybe.
That'd be nice. That'd be a nice touch.
But no, so we got that, and then Bucky makes up with, his friend whose son he murdered. I really like that scene. Where he like goes to his friend's house and it's like late at night, and he like takes off his glove and he explained that he unalived his friend's son, and that he did not have a choice.
Pretty raw stuff.
Yeah, but then he gets to walk by and his friend is like happy, and the girl he went on a date with in like the way beginning of the series, she's there, and his old man friend is like day drinking, so he's doing okay.
He's like, he's fine. He's at the bar.
Yeah, he's
nothing wrong there.
Yeah, he's just drinking at 2 PM. Nothing out of the ordinary for a senior citizen there.
No possible risk of alcoholism. Yeah.
No, but no, it was nice. Like, it kind of closes that book, and then he sends like his little notebook with the names of people he needs to forgive and everything. He sends that to his therapist and stuff. So that is resolved. Bucky is now...
I guess he got all the names off his list.
Yeah, so he's like free from that like part of his life, and so he's free to move forward. Sam's free to move forward as Cap. And then
I wonder how long like of a time period this show took place over. Like a week?
Honestly, it seems like like a week, maybe like week and a half. Not a month. Definitely not a month. I would say like a week or two. Probably like 2 weeks, I would say.
And like the closure scenes could probably be any amount of time after that, really.
Yeah, that is true. Like, because obviously we don't know. But I really liked like the wrapping up. It kind of reminded me of like the end of Return of the King, where everybody gets an ending. So.
You mean the 5 consecutive endings in a row?
Yeah, basically. Because you honestly could have ended like I thought they were gonna end it on the Isaiah Bradley like statue. But I don't think they did.
No. It definitely ends when they're at his family's pier,
his
or
boat,
it is.
yeah, and they're like grilling it up. They're grilling up some shrimp and corn.
Yeah. Bucky and Falcon both gaze off into the sunset,
And
then we get our end titles.
Which is...
And
Is it? Yeah. No, I was going to say I really liked it because they changed it from the Falcon and Winter Soldier to Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'm thinking... And then we obviously... Okay, well, my patience paid off because, again, I finally went back to watching through the damned credits, and there was a mid-credit scene where Sharon Carter's pardoned by the government and gets to rejoin the CIA, and she gets, like, full access to the government secrets and weapons and everything, and then she leaves, and she calls someone, and she's like, "We're back in business, boys!"
Yeah, the tribunal dude or whatever, who's also the same guy from the Global Repatriation Council. He's like, "Oh, so you've been living in Madripoor for the past 5 years? Well, we're certainly not going to look into that at all. You're in!
You're back in! Yeah, so obviously that's gonna set her up. She'll probably... So, okay, so I guess... Before we give our overall thoughts on, like, the series, everything really quick and wrap it up, I would say that either this is going to lead to a... air quotes second season, but obviously it's going to be Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or it's going to be its own movie. At this point, I would prefer it to be like a movie.
Yeah.
And then...
Honestly, yeah. I probably won't watch the series again.
Yeah, if it came out, I would give it a try, but if they did like a second season, like a second series with... You know, moving forward with Sam's Captain America and stuff, I'd definitely give it a try just because I really like both the characters and everything. Oh, I forgot to mention that Zemo's butler blows up, like, the last super soldiers.
Yeah, there's, like, just so much little stuff that happens. So I thought that was pretty funny for me because, like, the SWAT dude, like, you know, he's, like, closing him in, he's like, what does he say, like, one world, one people, or whatever, and the guy inside just gives a little smile, and, like, 5 seconds later, boom!
Yeah, gets exploded, and then, yeah, we get to,
When the SWAT dude said that, I thought, oh, there's, like, some other secret plan still going on, or something, but then nothing happened. It's like, oh, never mind. So, yeah, okay, so the Flag Smashers, I guess they still have a following, because, you know, there was tons of people willing to help them out, apparently. But maybe they'll all calm down since the Repatriation Council isn't doing anything anymore.
Yeah,
right?
It could be.
There's kind of, like, no reason for them to do shit anymore.
I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see where it goes.
But yeah, Sharon Carter, I don't like her being made a villain.
I kind of like it.
It doesn't work. I don't buy it.
I like it.
And I don't like her. Yeah, I just don't buy her as evil. Don't like her as being evil. It just does not.
Well, I don't think she's doing it for like any like super evil motivation other than just like.
Are you kidding?
Just like making money. It's not like she's out to like, you know.
You didn't pay attention when she was talking to.
Yeah, she's talking.
Carly. She was planning something with that serum. That's why she's the power broker.
Yeah, it was
making the super soldier serum.
It was to sell super soldier serum to like people.
No,
like,
she's gonna use it for herself to like, you know, take some shit over.
I'm not sure about that. Maybe.
That's what I got from that conversation. Very short conversation.
Because she's the power broker. She's not like Red Skull. She's in it for the key.
Something. The conversation she has with Carly says a few things, but from that I gleaned that she wanted to do some evil shit, which is why Carly broke off from her. Also, you know, maybe.
Well, I think that's probably just more because like Carly's goals were so specific as to what she wanted versus.
You didn't see the little smirk when she's leaving the courtroom, and then she's on the phone.
Oh yeah, she calls him. That doesn't mean
hear about we're gonna have all this hidden stuff and.
Yeah, but I don't think that she's like planning like a freaking like worldwide takeover to be like president of America, or like rule Canada or be in charge. Yeah, I don't think she's like has like
very obviously set her up as the next villain of something.
Yeah, but that doesn't. She can be a villain, but that doesn't mean she's like. You know, like Red Skull, you know, Doctor Doom, you know, super duper evil. Like where she like wants to like rule over people. Like she's definitely not a good guy. She's definitely not like she's like very firmly like a bad guy, but I wouldn't say she's like, you know, a mega evil supervillain now.
No, I mean, yeah, but compared to what she was before,
Well, yeah, because then she was a good guy. Now she's a bad guy.
I mean, she shot, what's her name, Carly.
Yeah, but that was probably also just to, like, keep her shut up, because now the only two people that know she's the power broker are dead.
True.
So, nope, so yeah, she probably did shoot Batroc, because it's like, oh, he has the ability to expose that I'm the power broker. And then she's just happy Carly's dead, because now Carly can't, be like, oh, by the way, Sharon Carter's the power broker.
Oh, yeah, I figured out specifically why I just didn't like the way... Like, also, because, like, it wasn't just, like, the writing for the characters, also her acting a bit. Like, I thought she could have definitely done the actress, just call her Enfys Nest from Solo.
Okay, I was gonna say, like...
I thought even with the lines she was given, she could have done better. Maybe it's just the way she talks, but she has a very... Well, she has a nice sounding, but she's very soft-spoken.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think that's the problem, is she's very, like, soft-spoken. Even when she's, like, supposed to be angry, like, she doesn't sound especially angry.
Yeah, she can't put any grit into her voice. It's very soft sounding, and you can put so much more emotion into your voice.
Yeah, like I said, like obviously, like I will obviously be upfront and say it. I could not do a better job. I am not like an actor.
Haha, well I could.
Whoa, super.
You do pretty good with the D&D voices.
Yeah, that's D&D voices. I am not a television actor.
Nah. What's acting? You show up, you say some stuff, you go home.
Yeah, but I don't know. I could not do a better job. Obviously, she's doing her best that she can do. I'm assuming, unless she was just like phoning it in.
Keeping her face as still and free of emotion as possible while she delivers her lines.
I don't know. Like obviously, like she's not like the world's greatest actress or anything. But I wouldn't say she was terrible or anything. But she gave a performance. But I can't really complain because it's not like I could do better.
Maybe I don't know, they probably just wanted somebody really young looking for the role.
Yeah, because
that's probably just something they wanted, that's it.
Yeah, but I'm sure there are other, like, young British actresses that would have had, like, a more convincing, like, voice and stuff.
I mean, they definitely picked the right person if they're going for the, young, short, skinny, unthreatening girl. Boom, picked her right out of the gate.
Yeah, but I mean, how many, like...
You couldn't have picked a more innocent-looking girl, really.
I'm sure there are other people who look, like, similar enough. Like, just, like... I don't know, just... I know, like
maybe I'm just a sucker for the wide eyes, I don't know.
Could be. I don't know. But no. So she's gone ski, dead ski, 6 feet under the ground ski. But,
Yeah, I kind of thought she wasn't dead.
Oh, no.
When he handed her off to, like, the paramedics.
I think that's just, like, they have to... dispose of the body.
Paramedics don't take bodies, the coroner does.
Oh, well, I don't know that. I'm not a friend.
No, another thing that was glaring, well, not glaring, just another little kind of thing that just bothered me. So Sharon gets shot, right? Like in the stomach. And then I don't know how much longer later she's standing, or like leaning up against a car at least. And she's just like putting pressure on the bullet wound and just like looking at it.
Yeah, that's kind of movie thing though.
Yeah, but nobody could survive. That's just, I mean, come on. Anybody gets shot in the fucking stomach for I don't care. Like, I don't care the most badass fucking person. They're gonna be on the floor, not able to move for shit.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like
she was lifting up her bandage to look at it, which you don't do. Just in case you ever get stabbed or shot, if you want to live, cover the wound with cloth and stuff. And if it bleeds through, keep covering it and don't take it off, because then you're going to rip off whatever blood has coagulated into a scab down there.
I'm sure John McClane's been shot the same way. Probably.
Oh, right, Mr. I have like 50 cuts on my feet.
Yeah. It's just movie TV stuff. You kind of got to look past it sometimes.
Yeah, but it really stood out to me.
I didn't notice.
It stood out more than, like, I didn't think other stuff in the episodes was as dumb as just the little things in this episode.
No.
But
yeah.
I think I pretty much nitpicked everything that I could.
Perfecto. So overall thoughts on the series. You can.
Oh God.
Good to go first.
Overall thoughts, I would say, I enjoyed parts of it, like bits and pieces throughout. But the overall product to me as like a cohesive whole. It's a cohesive unit. Just doesn't work for me. Like yeah, I definitely enjoyed parts of the series, but I just thought overall what it did and where it went and stuff, it just felt like a step back for me from what the what the MCU did. And I definitely think WandaVision was better. Some people didn't like WandaVision at all. I thought WandaVision was great. I really liked the final episode because it felt like a Marvel movie, and it felt like a finale episode, And I didn't feel like I got I don't know. I didn't feel like I got shortchanged, at least. I mean, like the show went about where I was expecting it to, I guess. Maybe WandaVision was just pretty predictable, I guess, compared to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah,
because
I could.
Because it kind of fell apart at was it the 5th episode or the 4th episode or the 3rd episode?
Well,
no, it was the 3rd episode, right?
3rd episode sucked. 4th episode was good. 5th episode kind of sucked.
Yeah, see, so there was maybe like one episode that I liked a pretty decent amount out of the 6 episodes, which was the 4th episode. And I like the Zemo stuff from the other episodes.
Yeah. So I guess my question to pose to you, because I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and he asked me, should I watch The Falcon and the Winter Soldier? And I said, yes, but I think it's because he hasn't watched it, and I said, I think this is a show that benefits from being binge-watched as opposed to watched weekly. Like, if you kind of watched it as, like, one mini-series in, like, one day, kind of like an extra-long movie, you can take, like, a break, halfway through after, like, the 3rd episode, go through, watch the other 3. I think this is the kind of show that would benefit from being watched, like, at once, as opposed to weekly, because I think the biggest problem for the series was pacing.
Yeah.
So, would you think this would be better if you, like, binge-watched it as opposed to weekly?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe if you watch, like, half of it. I could probably maybe watch half, but... Like, WandaVision, I did actually watch it pretty much 3 times, like, all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
And, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed watching each episode a few extra times just because it was fun. I don't know, maybe the Winter Soldier vibe of the, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was just a little too depressing for me overall. Sure. I just thought the color palette overall was very muted, right? Just lots of grays and beiges and shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, his story's kind of supposed to be a little bit depressing.
But still.
Sure.
But so your question was, would I recommend it?
Yeah, would you recommend it specifically as, like, a mini-series to watch in, like, a day, as opposed to weekly? Or maybe even, like, over the course of, like, 2 days?
Well, I mean, now that it's out in full, it's kind of a moot point, right? But...
yeah, but I mean, there's still people
who are going to watch it now will watch it probably all at once, or at least 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah, and I think...
2 or 3 episodes.
Because I think this series would have benefited a lot if they basically just merged together episode 3 and 5. Like, just, like, cut half from one, cut half from the other. Blend those...
What about episode 4?
No, episode 4 was good. Like, just...
How do you blend 3 and 5 when they're, like...
I was about to say, just, like, take episode 3, cut out, a bit of the stuff, and just spread those things between episodes 2 and 4, and then do the same thing with episode 5. Like, you could cut out basically the second half of episode 5, and then just, the remaining stuff, just distribute it between the previous and the forthcoming episode. I think it would have been
even better is if they could take all the episodes and somehow crunch them down into about 2 hours. That would really work for me.
See, I don't know if you could put the whole series down. Yeah, I was gonna say, because I don't think the whole series would work into like a 2-hour movie. I think then it would feel a little rushed. But yeah, definitely as like, I think this worked as like, it works as a series. It's just it had some pacing issues. Overall, I would say watch it if you like the Winter Soldier and you want to see where Sam as Captain America goes. But like as like a big whole, I think it's kind of skippable. Like,
oh yeah,
because it sets up some stuff, but it's nothing that like a movie couldn't like explain. Like, oh, why is Sharon Carter evil? Quick 2-minute exposition, like a 2-second exposition of, oh, she was, you know, basically living in exile in Madripoor and she became, you know, a dick. And like if someone skipped over this and then like in the next movie where like these characters are relevant, they wouldn't really miss a lot.
Yeah, you just read like, you know, the plot summaries or something.
Yeah, because like whereas
no, but if you're a fan of you know the MCU and Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you probably like the series.
Yeah, it's definitely not like kind of a mass appeal thing, which I guess is kind of is just how I feel, but it's ironic considering that it's like the most watched thing on Disney Plus. Like the episode premieres were. But yeah, overall, I would say between this and WandaVision was way ahead, and it definitely helps that WandaVision is going to tie into, like, very directly, like, the next couple of upcoming movies, like the Doctor Strange movie, like, for sure it's going to tie into, like, directly into it, versus this, you know, I don't know where they're moving forward with it. Like, there's no...
Oh yeah, they said Sharon was going to get, like, her old division back or something, but hasn't S.H.I.E.L.D. just been defunct for like 10 years now or however long it's been in Marvel time?
Well, she's in the CIA.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, CIA.
Oh, I thought she was in S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, CIA.
I guess it's because in like Ultimate Spider-Man she's in S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, could be. But yeah, any other last minute thoughts to add in before we wrap up our extra large and in charge series review?
I don't know. Kind of overall, it kind of feels like a waste of time. My main complaint is the villain. You know, you need a really good villain in a Marvel movie. Ties in everything, and something with a cool look. I don't just want to watch somebody in their street clothes. You know.
Yeah,
that is my note. That is my one note.
All right, for sure. Yeah, and I don't really have a lot to add. I basically got all my stuff in when I kind of mentioned how it should. You could have cut some of the fat off and it would have been a lot better. So with that, this is the final episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and this
finally
is
over.
Yeah, it's 6 weeks, a month and a half we've been doing this. So yeah, I guess if you've been enjoying any of the content that we've been putting out, you know, you can obviously drop the video a like, you can drop a subscribe to the channel, and then down in the description of all the videos and everything is the only real official Twitter for the Lore Council, if you're so inclined to have a discussion or... I have a Twitter, and I named it the Lore Council.
Ah.
It has no following at all, and I basically just post off the stuff. I think one time somebody liked one of my tweets, but it's more just for like trying to get stuff out there, you know, trying to get you know, discussions going and stuff. Obviously, you can have lots of neat discussions on social media with people, and you know, it's probably just, you know, going to be people telling me how I'm wrong and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is the greatest thing since sliced bread. But no, it exists, and the link for it's in the description. It's, so far has been fairly inert, but, it's good to just get our stuff out there.
Yes, follow our Twitter, which might have, stuff come out.
Well, I like I said, I just post updates on the videos and everything, and I think, yeah. It exists. Mostly just subscribe to the channel, like and comment on the video. If you like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and you want to tell me how wrong I am, you know, leave a comment, and you know, we can have that discussion.
Just anything to make this feel worthwhile, to me at least.
Yeah, we crave your validation, please comment on our video.
Yeah, I'm just looking back on how I spent the last 6 weeks of my life. I'm reevaluating some things now.
Reevaluating my subscription to Disney Plus, which I don't even have. I use my aunt's, so I don't even...
Speaking of which,
I didn't even have to pay for it.
Cancelled forthwith. Oh wait, no, I still need to finish up 90s Spider-Man.
Oh, yes. So, no, but before we go on a weird tangent of what other shows we plan on watching, this is Cade from the Lore Council signing off.
This is Keith. We will see y'all later.